In this video, I'm answering a question you might be wondering. Why does Weight Watchers work at first but then stop? And why is it so hard to keep the weight off? I came across a Reddit post recently that perfectly illustrates this issue. The user writes, I started the plan with 23 points last week. I have yet to lose anything. I stay within my daily points and I eat my weeklies as well. For 0-point foods, I eat fish, lean ground turkey, greens, legumes, bananas, strawberries, and blueberries. If you've tried Weight Watchers before or are doing it now, you might recognize this frustration, right? You stay under your points, yet the scale doesn't budge. In this video, you're going to learn why this person isn't losing weight and why this happens to so many others who do Weight Watchers. We'll explore why you often end up regaining the weight you lose on Weight Watchers, only to repeat the cycle again and again, hoping that this time it'll be different. You'll be more consistent or more accurate with your tracking and it's gonna work. I'm Dr. Morgan Nolte, founder of Zivly, where we help you lose weight, keep it off, and get healthy with a low insulin and inflammation lifestyle. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on tips that help you live a healthier, happier life. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's not you. It's the Weight Watchers plan. Weight Watchers may be a more affordable option or even free through some workplaces, but ask yourself this: when in life does the cheapest option actually give you the best results? Think about it like this. Would you expect the same performance of a new car compared to a used car from 1990 that has 150,000 miles on it? Probably not, right? Weight Watchers is like that old beater car that just keeps getting a fresh coat of paint every time they update their point system and diet rules. The same principle applies here. Sometimes the least expensive option isn't the best option. That's what's happening when you try Weight Watchers again, expecting different results. I do have some personal experience with Weight Watchers. Growing up, I watched my mom try the plan several times. One day, I vividly remember her not eating all day to save her points for a slice of French silk pie from Perkins. Now, as a kid, I knew that this was weird. I knew something was off. This couldn't be healthy. She struggled with weight most of her life until she finally switched to a lifestyle focused on reducing insulin and inflammation. She was able to lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks without changing how she was exercising, and she's kept it off for years now. A low insulin and inflammation lifestyle is the only way to lose weight, keep it off, and improve your health, especially after age 50, when your hormones start to change. Weight Watchers may have worked for you in the past, but that was then and this is now. And don't you agree that Einstein was right when he said that doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, is the definition of insanity? So let's start with the basics. What exactly is Weight Watchers? It's a point-based system where foods are assigned a certain number of points, and the goal is to stay within your daily and weekly points allowance. Now, in theory, it helps people make healthier choices while allowing a bit of flexibility to eat foods that they enjoy. But here's the issue. The plan has evolved over the years, and with each change, it has simplified the process more and more. And originally, the program was focused on calorie counting and low-fat foods. But over time, it shifted to tracking points to try and help users make healthier choices. For many, the main draw to Weight Watchers is that it provides an alternative to calorie counting. 23 points a day sounds a lot easier than tracking 1,600 calories. However, the body doesn't recognize points. It recognizes energy, nutrients, and hormones. And the problem with their programming is it is not based on up-to-date weight loss research. Foods that are low in points should be high, and sometimes vice versa. Simplifying something like weight loss isn't always a good thing. Sure, it makes the process feel easier, but you lose a lot of nuance, accuracy, and ultimately effectiveness and results. It's like trying to drive a car using a faulty GPS. It might seem easier, but you won't reach the destination as smoothly or effectively. One of the biggest misconceptions about Weight Watchers is their 0-point foods. Now, it sounds great, right? A list of all that you can eat without worrying about how many points they cost. But here's the truth. No food is actually 0 points. Weight Watchers has over 350 foods that they classify as 0 points. Things like fish, legumes, fruits, and even oats. But here's where it goes wrong. Many of these 0-point foods are high in carbohydrates, which raise blood sugar and cause insulin to spike. And when insulin is high, your body can't burn fat for energy. Now, type 1 diabetes is the perfect example of the role that insulin plays in your ability to gain weight. Now, this is a jarring picture, but proves the point. On the left is the girl before she was treated with insulin, and on the right is after. You can see she's gained a significant amount of weight after starting insulin injections. Before scientists discovered injectable insulin as a treatment for type 1 diabetes, it was called the wasting disease. People with type 1 diabetes don't make their own insulin. And a classic sign of type 1 diabetes is insatiable hunger and thirst, leading to dangerously high blood sugar levels. Now, after you eat, especially a meal with carbs, those are going to break down into glucose. And one of insulin's roles is to move that sugar from your bloodstream into your cells to be used for energy or stored for later use. But if you don't have insulin, the nutrients can't get in the cells. The energy is there in the blood, but it can't get in. It's like the cell is locked. So the cell thinks that it's starving and sends messages to the brain to eat more and drink more. That's exactly what's going on in someone with type 1 diabetes. And unfortunately, as you can guess, many people experience this on Weight Watchers because this plan often encourages people to eat in a way that actually keeps insulin levels elevated. Now, if you've ever used a continuous glucose monitor, you know that fruits like bananas and apples or oats and corn significantly raise blood sugar. Yet Weight Watchers brands these foods as free, 0 points, encouraging people to eat them without considering the impact they may have on insulin and blood sugar levels. I used the Carb Manager app to see what macronutrient breakdown of some 0-point foods were, and here were the results. Remember, foods high in carbs spike blood sugar and insulin, making weight loss harder. Insulin must be low to burn body fat. A medium-sized apple has 19 grams of net carbs, 4 grams of fiber, but no fat or protein. So sure, the fiber is good for you, but it's not going to do a ton to slow the blood sugar response of the rest of the sugar in the fruit. A medium-sized banana has 24 grams of net carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 1 gram of protein with 0 grams of fat. A medium-sized corn on the cob has 19 grams of net carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, and no fat. Lastly, half a cup of oats has 23 grams of net carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fat, and all of these are 0 points on Weight Watchers. Now, I'm not saying these foods can't be part of your diet. They absolutely can be. I like to say no food is off limits unless you say it is. But doesn't it make sense to understand the real science behind weight loss and not rely on dumb food rules that just don't work? Science can be simple. You can learn how to include these foods without the blood sugar and insulin spike. That's what we teach inside our Zivley program. We teach you how to understand and consistently apply the science behind a low insulin and inflammation lifestyle, which leads to predictable, sustainable results. Overeating 0-point foods is often the reason that people don't lose weight on Weight Watchers. Another reason is just overeating food in general. Often your allotted points plus 0 points foods adds up to more calories than you need a day to lose weight. Calories do matter. I wish they didn't, but they do. Even if you're overeating low insulin calories, you're going to struggle with weight loss. I like to say hormones are king, calories are queen. You must understand the hormonal side of weight loss, meaning how things affect insulin, if you're ever going to be successful in losing weight and keeping it off. Just like the person with type 1 diabetes can eat and eat and eat, they won't gain weight without insulin, and you won't lose weight until you learn how to keep your insulin low. So if you're stocking up on a bunch of 0-point foods that spike blood sugar and add calories, this is not a recipe for success. One Reddit user said, "I made a startling discovery. When I hit my limit of 1,500 calories, I'm way under on Weight Watchers points. That means all those weeks where I ate all of my daily points, I was actually consuming far more calories than I should have." But the problems with Weight Watchers don't end there. The program's recommendations for protein intake are outdated. On their website, they suggest 20 to 25% of your calories should come from protein. In reality, adults over 50 need closer to 30% of their calories from protein. And it's not just about the percentage. It's about how protein is spread throughout the day. Adults over 50 should be consuming about 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal to build and maintain muscle mass. Unfortunately, if you look at Weight Watchers sample meal plans, none of them meet that 40-gram minimum. The majority of their meals barely hit 30 grams, which is far from ideal. Maintaining muscle mass is critical, especially as you lose weight. Muscle burns 7 times more calories than fat. If you lose weight but don't eat enough protein, much of the weight you lose will come from muscle rather than fat. This causes your metabolism to slow down, which means you'll need fewer calories to maintain your weight loss. So when you return to your old eating habits, you're more likely to pack the pounds on again fast. Another issue with Weight Watchers is their approach to healthy fats. Now, in the past, avocados were 0 points because they're a fruit, but now they're assigned points. Healthy fats like avocados, nuts, chia seeds, and coconut are high in points, but also provide the kind of fat that keeps insulin low. Weight Watchers discourages these healthy fats in favor of higher carb, lower fat foods that often spike insulin. While portion sizes do matter, you shouldn't avoid healthy fats simply because they're higher in points or calories. It's more beneficial to eat these foods in moderation to keep your blood sugar and insulin levels stable. Plus, they positively affect your satiety or fullness hormones. Eating healthy fats keeps you full and satiated. So people come to Weight Watchers seeking a simple solution. But how simple is it when the rules keep changing and they don't align with how your body actually works? In my opinion, it's a lot easier to understand the real science behind weight loss and insulin regulation than to keep trying to follow a set of rules that aren't based on proven science. Beyond food, there are other lifestyle factors that impact insulin levels and weight loss. Things like when you eat, how much stress you're under, how well you sleep, and how much you move, when you move, what types of movements you're doing. They all influence insulin. So if you're staying within your points and calories limit but still not losing weight, it's likely because insulin is still elevated due to one or more of these other lifestyle factors. That's why a short-term diet won't lead to long-term success. Long-term weight loss isn't about following a point system or choosing the simplest or cheapest option. It's about understanding how your body works and making the right choices to fuel your body and heal your hormones. If you're looking for a sustainable way to lose weight and improve your health, get on the wait list for our Zivli program. Our next round of enrollment starts August 25th. So be sure to click the link in the description to join our wait list so you don't miss out on this short enrollment window. And if you want to jumpstart on the program, take our Insulin Resistance Diet Blueprint. This is a 3-part video training series where we break down what you need to know about insulin resistance, including what to eat and why to lower insulin and inflammation, and the lifestyle changes required for long-term weight loss success. You can access the Insulin Resistance Diet Blueprint from the link in the description or go to zivli.com/blueprint. Our Zivli approach isn't based on points or gimmicks. It's grounded in science and offers a roadmap to long-term health. If you're tired of the cycle of dieting and regaining weight and you just want to get healthy once and for all, get on our wait list and take the blueprint today. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and drop a comment to share your thoughts or experiences with Weight Watchers. I know some people have success with it. It's probably a better choice than other things they could be doing. So I'm not here to bash it completely. I just wanted to walk you through some of the science as why it doesn't work for a lot of people. To learn more about insulin resistance and how it can block weight loss, check out this video next, where I share 8 insulin resistance diet tips to lower insulin fast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.